Welcome back to Tampa Bay's Morning Blend. For just about 30 years now, in fact, they just celebrated their 30th anniversary. More Health has been teaching now about 4 million kids in the Bay Area on how to stay healthy, safe, and strong. Certainly, that's never been more important in 2020. Joining us this morning now is Lacey Stokes with More Health. With one of their lessons, they may have to take to a little differently to the schools and the students this year, but that is okay. The message is still important. We're here this morning to talk about personal hygiene. And Lacey, me and you both have boys. We have youngins. We know how important it is to teach it young.
Yes, it's so important. Thank you for having me on, Carly. Hand washing right now is more important than ever. And teaching our kiddos how to wash their hands properly is so important. I know my kids, they run in the bathroom, wash their hands really quick and come out. They're like, "They're clean, Mom." I'm like, "No, they're not clean." So we want to make sure that our kiddos are washing their hands for at least 20 seconds. Washing them properly is so important. Getting them wet, putting on soap, and then lathering that up and washing the fronts, the backs, the in-betweens, the fingernails, and your wrist, rinsing that soap off. And then before you turn the water off, get a paper towel, dry your hands, make sure all the moisture is off because germs like moisture, they like that water, and then turn off the faucet. Something that we've discovered in our house is we actually have paper towels in the bathroom. We don't keep a hand towel anymore just because kids, they have lots of germs and then spreading those germs in between siblings. So we found that if we have paper towels in the bathroom, it really helps cut down on the germs. And so
what's interesting about hand washing, Lacey, is I feel like so many times this is the message we've been hearing a lot, but it's still, I think, so crucial, especially for kids to drive that message home, especially as schools get ready to ramp back up.
Yeah, for sure. And I know a lot of kids are at camp right now. I know my kids have been at camp and making sure that they're washing their hands before snack, after snack, making sure they're washing their hands after they use the restroom is so important. And just reinforcing, making sure that they're washing them properly. And then from hand washing, I always like to go into not touching the face. Don't put those fingers in your mouth because you're going to spread those germs. And which leads us to what's something that's very popular right now, mask, right?
Yeah.
I actually just got some new ones for my kids. I've found that letting them pick one out, a fun pattern, is helping them make sure it stays on their face and that they're enjoying wearing it. I had a girlfriend of mine, she made these that they have little beads on the ear tag. So I know all of our kids, their faces are different shapes. So having this bead on the ear, it helps it tighten up to their face to stay on, which is helpful.
And then you actually also found something else really good that parents should keep in mind on something they can wear around their neck.
Yeah. So from a mom group, on Facebook, social media, I saw people posting about lanyards and connecting their child's mask to the lanyard and putting it around their neck. So when they do get that free time and they can remove their mask, it's not on the ground in the dirt. It's still hanging around their neck. So it's not going to get all those extra germs on it. Another thing that I found, so if it's a reusable mask or even if you have the throwaway mask, maybe make a little mark on the inside so the child knows what side is to go against their face, because we don't want them flipping it back and forth throughout the day. We just want that one consistent side against their mouth.
Let's move on. We have a little less than 2 minutes left. Lice, talk about that, because again, I know so much attention has been on germs and COVID-19, but there are other germs and other pesky things that we do not want in the house.
Yeah, that's so true. We still have lice. Lice is still out and about and going from kids, and I know the kids are at camp, so just remind your kiddos about not sharing helmets, hats, costumes. If they might be at a camp, they might be dressing up, so make sure they're not sharing those costumes that the lice can then transfer from child to child. And they do have, I know the last several years, they've had that super lice. So visit your primary care physician because there is great medication that you can buy from the pharmacy that will help get rid of that super lice.
And that brings us to the next. We have a couple seconds left, but you really wanted to make sure parents are reminding their families to go to their primary care physicians for those important checkups here.
Yeah, definitely. Let's not skip those well checks. I just took my kids for their well check appointments, and it's as safe as ever. Make sure you're visiting the dentist 2 times a year. We want to make sure that our oral health and our overall health is staying on top. And let's make sure that we're taking care of our bodies, because when we look good, we feel good. And then just overall, it's going to help us have a great day and a great year.
Well, Lacey, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Again, your classes are going to still, you guys are gearing up, whether it's virtually or in the classroom. It's crucial, the lessons that you guys, this is just one of many, many lessons. So if people want to find out more about More Health, what would you have them do, Lacey?
They can visit morehealthinc.org, and we have our virtual learning center that you can watch a few of our lessons with your kiddos.
All right, Lacey, thank you so much.
Thank you.